everybody. Welcome to 3-Ply Podcast, episode 67. I'm Angie.
I'm Irene.
And I'm Joyce.
And we are so glad you could join us today. We're going to start off this session with the administrative portion, if I could get that out of my mouth.
Oh.
And that's Irene. Go ahead.
Thank you, Angie. Well, you might recall from the last episode, we had a little contest for the pink cord tool, which is available from Elgin Knitworks. So the winner of this tool is Barbara Hurwitz. And she commented, I'm a subscriber and I love 3-Ply because your friendship shows through every episode. The finished objects, works in progress, and acquisitions are always inspiring. So that was a
congratulations, Barbara.
So Barbara, if you would email us at 3plypodcast@gmail.com, let us know where to send this tool and I'll wrap it up in bubble wrap so nothing happens to it. So that's what I've got for that. And my other administrative is a special interview that I just had this morning with Susan DeBettignies. She's the designer of that sweet little nothing scarf, which I guess I put away already, but you'll see it on this little segment that I have. I will insert the video right here and you'll have the pleasure of meeting Susan.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. We are moving on now to, I don't know, because I can't see it on my phone.
I sent you the agenda on your phone and you're using your phone.
Exactly.
It's what are you wearing?
Oh, okay. So we'll do what are you wearing?
All right, who goes?
You know, what's the world without a few bloopers, right? Okay, so what are you wearing? Irene, you go first because yours is so stinking cute.
All right, well, I'm wearing the same thing that Joyce is wearing, although out of different yarn. And this is the lamb scarf. And who's the designer? Linda Castles. And my yarn is the Knitted with Erin. It's 180 yard skein. The white is called Naked and the gray is sterling silver. And then I got the eyeballs from Elgin Knitworks. She's got everything. And look at this cute little tassel. Now I did modify the pattern slightly to make it larger. So I used a US 8 needle, later switching to a 9 for the garter stitch section. And I did a provisional cast on with 24 stitches. I think the pattern says 20. And I worked 50 rows of the double rib. And then I used a CD case to make this tassel. So her original pattern, I think, is more for a little girl or a little one, whatever, a little one, yeah. And this is just a little longer, you know, to kind of make it work. Then on the ears, I also made them just a scooch bigger. Instead of the 20 stitches, I did 22. And it's damn cute. And if I didn't have so many grandchildren, I'd make it for each one of them. But you know what? I'd be bored to death after a while. So this is going to be for me. Once I'm gone, they can fight over it. Yeah. And hopefully they're going to be so old, they may not even want it. So
let's hope.
All right. Well, Irene, Joyce, why don't you tell us about yours?
Mine is the exact same. Irene lent me her gray yarn so I could make it because I didn't have it. And there's still quite a bit left. And I actually just put the ears on this morning. I knitted them last night. I have eyes, but they were kind of floppy, so I took them back off. My yarn is not the same, but I left it upstairs. I just can't remember the name of it.
I like your yarn.
I just made mine just a touch bigger. And my friend Debbie, she knitted this for her granddaughter, and I thought it was so cute that I bought each of the girls a pattern so they could knit one. But I am going to give it to my great niece.
Oh,
I'm not keeping mine.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, what about you, Ange?
Well, I have the yarn for that. I have not knitted it yet because, you know, I've got so many projects, I don't know what to do. But I have the exact same yarn as Irene and the exact same eyes. And I think I'll make the same modification so I can make it bigger and wear it for myself. Because the only granddaughter I have is, you know, 7 months old and she can't really I think, yeah, that's just too big for her.
She'll have to
She'll
grow
look like
into
she
it.
has- Yeah, yeah. So I'm wearing, I just pulled something out of the closet to wear. It's Lavella. So this is a real fun and easy one to make. And I've showed it on here before.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That's that turquoise that Irene and I love so much from from Rios. And then the red, the Ravelry red in
Right.
Rios. So anyway,
Pretty.
that's what I pulled out today. So now we're going to move on to what are you knitting?
How about what did you finish? Could we?
Hey, what did you finish?
Sorry, I don't. Hey, I got to be anal about this shit. I got it all organized here in a certain way, so don't mess with me. I'm old. I cannot have
All right,
stuff.
Irene sent me the agenda on my phone. I could not get my computer up, so I'm on my phone, and now I can't look at the agenda. So
Once again, we're doing the best we can. It's not very good. Oh my gosh. All right, let's forget that. Should
Okay,
I go
so
first?
you go first.
Okay, thank you. You're so accommodating. My friends are good to me. All right, well, what did I finish? I made this scarf.
She's having a bad morning, Ange.
Try again. Irene, what did you finish?
I made this headband. I could wear it
Nice.
for St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't think about that. Oh well.
It's so
This is the woven cable headband by Priscilla Uloho. And I use leftover Malabrigo, Rios. I think the colorway is lettuce. I think we've all
It is
had
lettuce.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. And I just modified the edges a little bit to make them a little wider. So I think
Wider.
I added a stitch on each side, but otherwise it follows the pattern, and I like it.
It's
And
very
you can
cute.
like measure it. So if you had like a bowling ball head that was huge, you could just modify by putting more cables in there, lengthwise. And
That's really
make it a little
cute.
bigger or shorter. Maybe you can have a little head.
Yeah.
Don't know. All right.
A little head like from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
The shrunken head.
People come in all sizes.
Okay. So I will show you what I finished. And so I told you last podcast, I've been trying to be monogamous to my knitting,
You're very good.
which I said that in front of Patty at Knit Group, and she just about fell on the floor because I said I was no longer going to be monogamous. And she hit the floor because she thought that I meant not regarding knitting.
Oh,
So
That's funny.
regarding knitting, I have decided to no longer be monogamous, but I was monogamous to this. I finished the night shift.
Oh, nice, Ange. Oh, the colors are awesome.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed with that.
It's
Very pretty.
so much fun to knit. If you have not considered knitting this, or if it's in your queue, you should knit it. It's all slip stitches. It's so easy. It's ginormous.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect to just, wrap yourself in.
Now, why? I thought there was a smaller version. What am I missing?
There is.
I made the cowl.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
This is night shift. What Joyce made is the shift. And then there's a sweater, and it's called Shifty, which I have in my queue.
Yeah, that's
But-
cute too.
I love, love, love this piece. And like I said, it's huge. I'm going to bring it to the shop with me and get a couple buttons to hold it together. But man, I don't know if you can really see.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
so cute, Ange.
And I did blues because it's my school color and I'll get a lot of use out of it. I thought with jeans and a white t-shirt or whatever,
Right.
gray
Right.
would be good. So
Very cute.
there you go. That's
Very nice.
what I finished.
Okay.
Very cute.
Thank you. All right,
And-
Joyce, what about you?
I finished my second ranunculus.
Oh my goodness.
Look at you.
Yeah. I haven't worn it yet, and I'm not sure it's going to be cool enough again to wear it, but Yeah, it turned out really cute. And this is by Midori Hirose. If I said that correctly, I don't know. But yeah, done in the folio in their blue color. And didn't take that long. I think I was working on it on the last podcast, and I think I finished it. I think I just tied in the ends yesterday, but it's been knit and blocked for a couple of weeks now. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah, very cute. I like it.
Beautiful.
I forgot to tell you that I finished something else. I don't know. Do you have more, Joyce, that you have finished?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay, let me talk about this. These are mittens.
Oh.
But what I wanted to do was the Murana mittens. They were going to be part of my Make 9, which I'm still going to attempt. But for some reason, when I started this was all good, the cuff. But when I started that embossed kind of charted section with this yarn, it just wasn't making me happy. Something was off. So I decided to just finish with just a plain mitten. What did I use here? The World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. And then I purchased some other yarn to try again. I think it's a Rios. And I'll try to make another pair for the Murana pattern. Maybe it'll work out better with a smoother textured yarn so that that pattern, that embossed kind of look of a flower or leaf, will maybe be raised a little better and emphasized more, because this wasn't working. And yet this yarn is freaking unbelievably awesome. Oh my gosh, it feels so good.
What is it?
This is that Kathmandu.
Oh, yes. I haven't knit with
Erin 100 from Queensland collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little bit of like cashmere in there. Oh my gosh, nice.
Those are cute.
I love that. And it's a good fit. So I'm using them, but it really wasn't originally for that purpose. Now, the other thing is that I do have this much left. I think I could get another mitten out of it, if not for a woman's size, maybe one of the grandkids.
Yeah, do one of the kids' sizes.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
So I think I'll use that up, because it would be a shame to have yarn like that wasted. So that's all I got.
Awesome.
Cute. Very nice.
Well, since I don't have the sheet, maybe Irene can tell us where we're at. All right, we're moving on to No Bare Feet. And I know that Irene has something for us. So go first, Irene.
Oh my gosh, Angie, Joyce, that's all I've been doing is knitting socks. It's crazy.
So what else is new?
Right, we're not surprised anymore.
They are such good therapy. They're very good. Anyway, so the first pair I'll show you are the Blue Spruce socks.
Oh, cute.
These are by Rachel Brockman, and it's a very cute pattern that uses DK weight yarn.
Nice.
The one thing I will stress, you have to be very loose here at the cuff and where this, what do you call that? Like
color work.
Thank you. Oh my God. Where the color work is, I did one and it was too tight. So then I had to repeat it. And then this particular yarn was thicker than this top part. So what I did was, at first it became very large. I took away a couple of stitches on both the insole and the instep and sole, right?
Yeah.
Is that the anatomy of a sock? I should know.
Anyway,
you're asking us.
Yeah. Hey, it worked out beautifully. So these are nice warm socks that will go to
they're very cute.
One of my daughters. Okay. So that's that. Then, I have a few of these. This is the Unique sock, and it's a kit. Now, what I want to point out is they have a picture of what the color will look like, but it's not exactly that way when you actually go to knit the sock, and you've got to be okay with it. And I got 2 pairs of socks out of this.
Wow.
So, but it's like this gold section. I don't even think it's in this. It's not. The gold section is not at all in the picture.
Well, that's another shorty sock, so I'm not really surprised by that.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine. That doesn't bother me. I just kept plugging along. So I did get 2 pairs out of it by using, leftover yarn that I've had for the cuff, heel, and toe. This was a toe up that I'm working on perfecting. And then this was a cuff down. So one for my husband, and then one of a son-in-law is going to get this. So that was that. Then what did I do? Here's a vanilla sock recipe that I did. I thought I'm using up some of this yarn that's like rolling around. So this was from the yarn that's called Jawal Twin from Lang Yarns. And what did I do on this one? Well, I'm guessing it was cuffed down. Do you know now? I can't remember what I did. I think it was cuffed down. Yeah. And so I got a nice pair of socks out of it. My only maybe little slight criticism, this is a very light fingering yarn. So I don't know whether, how will it wear? It's not as sturdy as some of the other yarn that I use, but again, didn't want to waste it. What the heck? It's another pair of socks. And then I've been really making a lot of children's socks. Some of them I've given away already. I probably have a picture of them, but this is my last pair that I've made.
Aww.
Kids are growing out of all the socks that I made. I'm like, oh. So here I am making more.
You're going to knit them anyway.
You're right. No problem. You tell me the kid is like trying to force this sock on a foot that's too big. It's like, oh. So I finished these real quick. And that's all I got as far as socks, but quite a bit. I don't know. They're giving me comfort, and I just have to do it. It's like an addiction.
Well,
we know.
That's what it's for, right? You are the sock woman.
Yes.
Too bad you were born with an extra set of legs.
You do what is called for. So, and if your soul is calling for socks, that's what you're knitting.
And your soul or your soul.
Oh, are we funny? Oh, God, Angie, you're good.
Both of Irene's souls are calling for socks.
It's true. I can't deny myself the sock knitting.
Yes.
So
what about you, Joyce?
I almost feel like Irene. So there's one pair that I made for Zachary that I was working on the Lab podcast. He got those. I'll have Irene insert a picture. So I also want to be trying the
toe
up socks. Yeah. I'm just so not good at it. So I did start with her name is Stacy Perry, the star-toed Flegel sock.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So I didn't start with it. So I didn't do the star toe, but they still turned out too big for Spencer.
Oh, why?
I don't know why. But anyway, right?
Those are huge.
I know they're huge. And I just finished blocking them, and I didn't even, I don't know. They're just too big for him.
The yarn that you're using, that alpaca yarn?
I don't know, because this is the second time that I've knit these. So I told Spencer, I'm like, I'm gonna have to give these away. I'm like, I don't want to rip this out again because I don't want to ruin the yarn.
What size foot does he have?
He says he has a 10.
Well, those look like they're for like a 13.
Oh my God, they just are so big. So anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong. I really don't. So anyway, I'll find someone to wear these.
You need to like have him try them on as you're going.
Yeah. Well, sometimes he doesn't want to. So, and here's the thing with reading the pattern, and I used my little, I have that little foot insert thing. I use it and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I use that and I'm like, okay, 1.5 inches. And I don't know what the hell. Anyway, they're cute, but they're too big. So I told him I'd buy more of this yarn and I would make him the socks. So that is what it is.
Yeah. I would only make them if he tries them on halfway because.
So I did finish one pair of Christmas socks.
Oh, look at those.
You're pretty.
Those are also for Spencer. So that's the signature. It's called Candy Cane.
Yeah, those look like a much more normal size.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they're cute. I really enjoyed making those. And then I came across another cute pattern. The woman from what's the name? What's her yarn? Yarn Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Her yarn, Christy Houghton, I think. She's got a free pattern out, and it's called the Vanilla Souffle Sock. And these are knitting for Carson. This is the yarn Meg had sent me a couple of years back by Legacy Fiber Arts. It's called Woodland Creatures, but it looks like Christmas to me. But this pattern is so darn cute. Let me see if I can get them together. They are really cute, and they've been so much fun to knit.
Oh,
look at that little cute pattern. And I mean, the back of them are, just stockinette, but look at the front of that. Isn't that cute?
That's cute.
So I guess it goes this way. So this will be Carson's Christmas socks. And I let her pick them because they really do look like Christmas colors.
Very nice.
Yeah. So see, Irene, I'm catching up. Not that I really want to catch up, but I'm trying to get the Christmas socks completed.
Irene, I'm not. Oh, but I do want to show this. I forgot. I did finish this too.
Oh,
crown.
Nice.
So my boss is turning 50 on Monday. And so I knit her a crown. Because you get those little plastic crowns and they stick in your head and they hurt.
Yeah.
This is actually an earmuff. So I'm going to like stick rhinestones all over it and put a 50 on it, like dress it up. But is that not the cutest?
That's
very cute.
Nice.
And it was a free pattern on Ravelry called the Knitted Crown Headband. And you can do it for, it's 3 sizes: baby, 0 to 1 year, child, 2 to 15, and adult. So
there you go.
Very nice.
I thought it was kind of fun. So
very cute. Very cute.
She's going to love that.
I thought it was cute. Yeah. She may not love the fact that she's turning 50, but she's going to look good in her crown.
It's all good. It's okay.
So it's all about how you look when you get there. This is what I say. So,
okay.
All right. So is that everybody's bare feet?
Yep. That's it for me.
And my bare head, because I do have bare feet on today, just saying. And so now we're moving on to what are you knitting?
Okay. Who goes?
Okay. Go, Ange.
Irene, go.
Oh, okay.
Another pair of socks.
No, say it isn't so.
I can't. This is that.
That's cute.
The Das Par by Chopel, that yarn. Interesting, a viewer explained it to me. It looked like one skein. It was actually 2 skeins wound together. And when you took it out, it's already separated into 2 skeins. And then I just balled it up, and I like doing this sometimes, to just sit there and
pretty yarn.
Kind of wind by hand. But yeah, the colors are nice. Springtime colors, making me happy.
Making me happy.
Anyway, that's what I got on the needles right now.
Okay, and me, because now I'm not monogamous, I have.
Oh, I feel like that didn't last that long.
It didn't last long. It lasted 1 project, but it was a really big project.
Yeah.
So, so I started. This is that thing that you made, Irene. The
I don't know what that is.
Oh my goodness! What is it called?
Is it the Casapinka?
Yep.
Oh, Magical Thinking.
Magical Thinking.
Okay.
By Casapinka, and these are my colors.
Oh, are those pretty?
Yeah.
Those are springtime colors too.
Agreed.
That's what I thought. And so I started it, and this is the collar neck.
Very nice.
I like it. It's fun so far. I mean, but I haven't gotten very far on it.
Yeah. Makes me want to make another.
I'm thinking I'm really going to enjoy it. I also started a one and done. I don't know if you've seen that pattern, but you use a skein of sock yarn. And unfortunately it's in my work bag, but you just knit the whole thing in. It's a shawl. It's kind of a moon shape. And then when you get done, you drop every 3 stitches.
Ooh,
and so it has ladders in it. So it's called one.
Something like that before.
Something like it, but this one's called One and Done, and it's super simple. Once you get started, it's like, it's good for work, like on my lunch break. And then this is the last thing that I have started. Some crochet.
Ooh.
What is that?
So what it is, Betsy had this, her sister made it for her. So this is what it looks like done.
Oh, is that pretty?
And so you put it on.
Oh.
Like this. Oh, hold on. And then it buttons to itself.
Ooh.
Oh, cute. Oh, very cute.
Very nice.
Okay. So the pattern is called, and I hate to say this but the pattern is not written very well. Some people said it was written very well. I, as a crocheter, do not find it written very well. It is called Jagged Edge Shoulder Wrap. And so I took Betsy's sister's, and she had made some modifications from hers, and I'm actually just using hers as my pattern.
So you're able to follow?
Yeah, I'm just counting her stitches and following by counting her stitches.
Oh.
So yeah, it's just it was just too futzy to mess with. So, but I'm using this Direful yarn. I think it's one of the Shark Week ones. It's like pink. I think it's something about chum in the water or something.
Pretty.
But it's pink. So pink for spring. So
very nice.
And that's it. So there you have it. My monogamy is over.
Oh. Like I said, it did not last long. I was rooting for you. I wanted you to maybe go through the entire year monogamous, but hey.
Well, I'm trying.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to like get one project done, but it's just so hard. I find other things I want to knit, and I get excited.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Yarn.
I absolutely understand.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, who wants to go next?
Okay, so I am making Carson a sweater. It's called the Macomb. It's been in my queue for a long time. So it looks like that.
Pretty.
And she's coming home next weekend, so I'm trying to get it done by then. And I'm doing it in ultra alpaca, color number 62114. It's this soft, rosy, well, actually it's kind of mauve-y, I guess, light mauve.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, so I'm doing the front and the back at the same time.
Oh, it's
until gorgeous. I actually get to the get to the neck. Yeah, it's very, very nice. I like it a lot.
Doesn't look like knitting to me. I would have almost said it was crochet.
Same here.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't do that, so it's knitted. And then Spencer said to me the other day, he's like, Mom, I really like the Jared Flood turn a square hat?
Yeah, turn a square hat.
Turn a square hat. He's like, but they just need to be an inch longer. So when I went to Betsy's new shop, I picked up some Madeline Tosh, and I am now knitting him another hat, even though it's getting warm. You can't really tell the color. It's called Cactus.
Oh, that yarn is
That's
so nice.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. He's like, Mom, this is my third green hat.
Is that a problem?
I'm like, it matches your eyes. I'm like, why would I not pick green?
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess it'll be the last green hat I meet. I don't know that guys really think that way. But I'm like, Spencer, you have hazel eyes, so I'm making you a green hat. So anyway, that's the other thing I'm working on. So really not a whole lot on the needles.
How are you finding that pattern?
I love the pattern. I made it several times.
Okay.
I have to say, this is the first time I actually did the provisional cast on, no, tubular cast on that he has. And you do it straight. Well, you know what? Here, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And I know I can sew it up with my tail.
Yeah.
But I really like how it looks over here.
Yeah.
But this, hell, I'd rather do it in the round than have to futz with this.
Yeah,
Wait,
I have some issues with that pattern.
You can't do the tubular in the round?
Well, his pattern says not to. So, I'm just trying to be a good follower.
Right,
and
right.
I typically don't even fool with this. Typically, I just cast on the number of stitches and I do the ribbing and start knitting. And for this purpose, I would continue to just cast on regular.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So I'll see what I can do to fix that. And if I'm not going to rip it apart, but when I make it in the future, I'll just skip the whole tubular cast on.
Now, let me ask you this. It would require more yarn. You could have gone longer and folded under, and maybe then you also have more warmth for the ear.
Yeah, that part is true.
It's a modification, but
yeah. So, but anyway, I mean, he really enjoys the hat. I'll just, knit it to 6 inches versus 5 inches or 6.5 inches just to be safe. But so that's the last thing I'm knitting on.
Okay.
Quick.
All right. So now we're moving on to our favorite segment of the show. Don't tell my husband. Shh. So what's everybody got?
Joyce, you want to go?
Okay, I'll go. All right. So when I went to see Betsy's new shop, got a little bucket.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's called Splash Fabric. So really, it's a waterproof bag. So cute.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
Really cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Did it come in different sizes or just?
It came, no, but there were like other pouches, but this was their little bowl.
Yeah.
Turned out, it's really cute, really cute. And I like the fact that it's waterproof. Not that I'm really around a whole lot of water, but. And then she's also got a new bag maker, and her name is Anna Wright. And this is the Knitting Circle bag. Oh my God, look how cute.
Isn't that
cute?
So I had to have this, and I thought I would just use this specifically for socks.
That's cute.
Because it's small enough.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cute. And then, and I think you got this for yourself for Christmas. So I went ahead and got what are they called? The Mindful needles?
Yes.
The Mindful collection.
Yep. I love them. I love them.
Did I need them? No, I didn't. But I really wanted them. So I had her order me a set, and they came.
You're going to love them.
Oh, I love my Knitter's Pride. I really do. And Terry was with me when I got these, and she's like, "Oh, I want that too." So she bought hers, and she's like, "Joyce, I love the swivel needles."
She hardly ever knits anymore.
She hardly ever knits anymore.
She's a crazy girl. She is a
crazy girl. But it's it's got the needles and the cords in here, and they come with tapestry needles, stitch markers. Oh my gosh! And the little pouch, so damn cute.
So cute.
Where's my little pouch? Look at the little pouch.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, it reminds me of the Tiffany.
Hence, why do you think I bought it?
Well, I'm thinking, nails. How cute. I mean, just to have something this small. Well, of course, we all have older children, but, just for the tooth fairy. It's like perfect size.
Hey, my teeth better not be falling out. I need all of these.
Yeah, and then it comes with, a needle
sizer
thing. Yeah, and the cords. So I'm just so delighted, and I didn't use it because I wanted to show it on the podcast. And
the tips are nice and pointy. I've used mine for the first time on this, and I love them. I mean, the tips are amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. So yeah,
are they as sharp as the Chow or what's your opinion of that?
They're pretty sharp. I mean, I have had, I'm one of those people that has trouble picking up, and that.
Oh, okay.
They're perfect. I mean,
okay.
And they're size 2 to size 17.
Yeah, you get every size. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to say they're pretty sharp. And as much as I like my Chow sometimes they're too sharp. I can't tell you. Sometimes with socks, the hole that I get in my finger. Yeah. And I continue to put the needle in that hole. It's like, damn, it hurts. So anyway.
We don't have to draw blood, Joyce. We just want to knit. It's not savage. It's calming and relaxing.
Right. So, that's what I got. Besides the yarn for Spencer's hat, that's what I got on my last trip to the shop.
Well, I give 2 thumbs up to the needles.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Irene, what about you?
Let's see. I purchased this yarn which is the Andes, what is it? Andes socks. Who makes this? Oh, Plymouth yarn. So this is the blue as compared to Joyce, what you just knit up for Spencer that won't get to Spencer because
Spencer won't get.
But you know what? I like this. You can only make one pair. You can't stretch this out to make two. However, it's the warmth.
Yeah.
That I think
actually,
I like about this.
This is all I had left.
Yeah.
So I thought,
make tassels. You could make tassels for the side of those socks.
All right. And then I did an online order from Freckled Whimsy.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't know. It's blowing up.
It.
Why is this happening? Anyway, it is such a pretty color. What's the name of it?
Hold it back a little bit, Irene. Hold it by your shoulder. Yeah, that's better. You can see better. Yeah, pretty.
Pink, I love you.
Oh my God.
I think I love you. Come on, it's a good
I
thing.
think I love you. What am I so afraid of?
Oh my gosh.
Oh. And self-striping. I can't wait to start using this up, but it's a happy color. I like it. So,
and it goes with that song so well.
Partridge Family, is that who I'm thinking about? Partridge Family, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You know, Danny Bonaducci.
Good job.
I think I love you. What am I so afraid of?
I'm afraid that I'm not something.
Sure of.
Whatever.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
We'll learn it for the next podcast and be happy to sing it for you.
Awesome idea. I better get knitting so that we can do that. I love it.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
I have to memorize the words.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not hard to watch the Partridge Family.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
We got homework to do.
Yeah.
All I want to just keep saying Danny Bonaducci.
I think we're just showing our age. That's what I think.
You know, I've been thinking about that, this whole age thing. And I was trying to locate podcasts of hosts that are older than, say, 50. Not so easy.
Yeah. No.
Put that hand
You,
down.
me, and Joyce. That's it.
We're one of the few. Really? I mean,
so you know what I'd like to see? I'd like people to comment below. What are the podcasts that you watch? Don't give me any of the youngin' people. I don't want those young people. I want old people. Old people podcasters. How many are there?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Are they not as tech savvy? Maybe.
Perhaps. That's what makes us young.
You think?
We're with it. We know what it's all about. Yeah, baby. I don't know.
I have to get up and get my yarn. Hang on a second. I was not prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, and guess what? It's in the car.
Oh, man.
I got 2 huge skeins of Noro. I think it's called Akari. It's a self-striping cotton blend. And they're big. They're like, big balls. There's like 400 and something yards on them.
What's the plan?
Well, the plan is, I knit this and I really, really liked it. And I thought, wouldn't this be nice in a cotton kind of a weight? Because this is Rios. I did all Rios. Okay. Although I think one of this in here is Plymouth, but the whole thing is Rios, and I love it. But I had been looking through all the ones that people made, and there's hundreds of them. Yeah. And some people had bought this Akari Noro and used two balls, and then using one for the stripes and one for the slip stitches. So because it stripes on its own, it kind of changes color as it goes. So like, I got a pink shades of pink and one that's in shades of white, black, and gray. So I'll use one for the background and slip stitches with the pink, and then I'll switch and use the pink for the background and slip stitches with the
I want to see this. It sounds
that'd be cute.
But it's thick. So because it's so thick, it's not gonna, it'll be, a more fall probably type, but I just really liked that pattern. I love that slip stitching. So I'm also going to do I want to do the one Joyce did, the shift, the regular shift. Yeah. But that's DK weight, and finding 3 DK weights that I like that don't have too much, like you find a variegated and you really like it, but you've got to find some 2 contrasting colors that aren't really in the variegated, so you don't lose that variegated.
Okay. Right. You know? Yeah, because I did mine 2 solids and one variegated.
Oh, that's what you do. Yeah.
So, and then going in the DK weight, because some people did it in Rios, but then it's a lot thicker, and I wanted something more for like now.
Yeah.
And so then I start looking at the Direful or Wonderland, that kind of stuff, Arroyo, but then finding the 3 colors, it's just so hard to pick. So hard to pick. So, and then I bought 2 skeins of Remix Light, because Joyce, remember you gave me a pattern for my birthday, a little sweater that had like kind of pleats down the middle of it. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of it is.
It had to be something that you like. It had to be something in your favorites.
Yeah. So it's really cute. It's short sleeve. It's a spring sweater, and a lot of people use the Remix Light. So I bought 2 skeins of the Remix Light in pink with the kind of reddish flecks. Yeah. It looks like peppermint, and I'm going to make that sweater for the spring. So
cute.
Because I'm a sweater knitter.
You are. Nice.
We love that.
Yeah.
So, but no socks. They suck.
That's okay. That's okay. I got that part covered. And Joyce helps me out. It's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, because it's part of the podcast, I try to at least have 1 pair of socks. But the kids they're all over the socks.
Okay. Should we wrap it up?
So we'll wrap it up there. It's been a pleasure seeing you all again. We love seeing you, and the weather's starting to get better.
And where are we going today?
Yeah.
We're going to go to Elgin Knitworks. I haven't seen the new shop yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So the shop has moved 1 door down. She didn't go anywhere. She really just moved 1 store over.
Really, next door.
It's huge and beautiful.
Oh,
and if you get a chance to stop in, amazing.
Yeah. Yes. And we've all been vaccinated now, right?
Yes.
All of us have completed shots. Yeah.
Yep.
Yay. Yeah.
Although I got sick as a dog both times.
Oh, so sorry, Ange.
Well worth it. I will not give it to anyone. I will not get anybody's kids sick. I will not get anybody's grandma and grandpa sick.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
We've got living to do.
Woo!
And knitting. And
it's
knitting.
About time.
And knitting. So we're going to head off to meet at the knit shop, masked, of course, even though we're vaccinated.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time. Keep on knitting.
It's good for your health.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Susan, welcome to our show.
Hi.
Are you in San Francisco?
Yes, I am.
She's not in San Francisco. You're about an hour away from the 3-ply girls.
I am. I'm in southeast Wisconsin, between Milwaukee and Chicago.
And don't we,
Michigan.
We love Wisconsin and Michigan. Indiana too. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to going on a trip somewhere.
Let's have a little Ohio too.
Yeah. So, Susan, you are the designer of the Sweet Little Nothing shawl, which I have right here. And I love my beautiful shawl. It's just the perfect size. And I think the other thing that I like about it is you can actually knit this up in 1 skein. It's 400 yards fingering weight.
Right.
Which is lovely. So anybody out there who would like to take care of, using up a skein, this is the number. It's beautiful. So tell me.
And there's not that much bulk around your neck.
Right, right. And I think sometimes that choking effect or too much, you don't want that. So you're right. It is nice for that. And when I made mine, I actually used the needle that was called for. I think it's a 6. And it is a long shawl, you know, as far as expansive when you're knitting.
Right.
But why don't you tell me how?
If I
look at
stand
that.
up, you can see how long it is.
Oh, it's pretty. That's a beautiful one. See, color, it all makes it look different and yet very, very nice.
This yarn is a Knit Picks chroma fingering.
Okay, okay, nice.
$14.95 maybe.
Nice
We're not-
price range, absolutely.
Right. And it feels good. It's not scratchy on my neck or anything.
Yeah.
And it changed colors on its own. I just knit.
Well, that makes it easy. So
Yes.
tell me how this all came about as far as designing a shawl.
Well, I was working with a lady who had a yarn dyeing business,
Mhm.
Kim Ogle Design. And I just played with stuff because I love to knit and I love to experiment. And so I had this idea in my head that if I made it longer, fast, and then it would be shallow, which it is, that it would wrap around. And I just thought, well, go ahead and knit it. See what happens. And I did. And so she liked it. And so she says, write it down. So I did. And we were traveling together. We went to retreats together. And so we were in a hotel and I was at the finishing point. And because I love the way I can make the
Oh, yes.
beginning and the end look the same.
Yeah, I've got that too.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You've got beads on yours. I did not bead this one.
Yeah, so that's an
Beads are
option.
optional.
That's an option, right?
Right.
Are there any tips or tricks as far as knitting the shawl that might be useful for someone wanting to try their hand at it?
I would say it's a beginner shawl if you just read the pattern and do exactly as it says.
And I absolutely agree with you because I know when I made mine, I think I was early in the game with getting back into like knitting and I had no issues. So you're right.
You do need a long needle. I've not tried it on a 32. I specify a 40 because it is so long. But when you're counting the stitches, and I have one, it's over there if you want, you can edit this out, I'll run and get it. This is one, this is a Knit One Crochet TOO yarn. And I just love it, but I've had to pause on it because I had other things come up that I have to work on.
Which, it's understandable. Oh, there we go.
I have a little marker here and 100 stitches over. I have another marker.
Okay.
So when I'm counting, I count each side separately, and I know there's 100 in here. Sorry.
Oh.
So I count what's before the 100, and I count what's after the 100 to the middle marker, and then I add 100.
Well, that definitely is a good hint. Yeah, you don't have to keep repeating, counting those stitches.
Right. You do have to
Right.
slip the markers every row.
Right.
And always take a peek in here that you haven't dropped a stitch somewhere.
Right.
So that I can spread the stitches out and check for a dropped stitch. If I find that a lot of times when I have too short of a needle, that you can drop a stitch and not even notice it.
And why fuss with it that way? Yeah, that's a great hint.
So, but I learned that at a shawl seminar years ago.
Wow.
And I use it for many of my shawls because even 50, I can put 50 in between.
Yeah. That's a great way to do it so that you're not, it is frustrating to have to keep counting a lot of stitches. So that's certainly a good way to circumvent that.
And I count half and add it to half.
Yeah. Super.
So,
all right. Well, you know what? I have some questions for you.
All right.
All right. When did you learn to knit?
Oh, gosh. I always say that I learned in the uterus. Because when my mother found out that she was going to have me, I was the first. And this is way back.
Yeah.
And she wanted to knit.
Okay.
And she talked to my father My mother was one of 9, but they were mostly boys. And my father was one of 8. So she garnered my dad's sisters to go to the yarn store with her. And they all bought needles and yarn and books. And they sat together, Aunt Mary, Aunt Julia, Aunt Seal, and Aunt Anne with my mother. And they were all my dad's older sisters. He was the baby. And so they got together and they sat and they started following the book. Now she was pregnant with me. I don't ever remember learning, but I know she taught me. But I do have a picture of me. Must have been like 2 years old, sitting on the sofa next to her. And my little feet didn't come to the edge of the sofa. I had knitting needles and yarn in my hand. And my mom is sitting next to me knitting an Argyle sock.
Oh my gosh. It's in your DNA. That's sweet. Oh, it's a good story.
So she taught me what she could. And then when I got older and realized there were knitting guilds and meetings and seminars, I just flew right into it because
oh my gosh,
it's such a passion for me.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever taught anyone else to knit?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
For years I was a knitting teacher at Hobby Lobby and Michael's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and we had another one here in Racine. Can't think of the name of it. It was Minnesota Fabrics, maybe.
Oh,
and they had
okay.
a little yarn shop in the back. They had Lion Brand yarn.
Oh.
And people came in and said, well, how can I buy this yarn if I don't even know how to knit? So they knew I was in there all the time buying yarn.
That's really nice.
So she said, would you like to teach some classes? We'll get so I went over there and I taught too.
All right. And my next question is, do you have a favorite yarn or weight of yarn that you like to use specifically?
I like to stick to the finer yarn. I don't go lace weight. I like fingering the best. I can use the smaller needle, and I don't, if I do worsted, I can't do it very long.
I wonder if, I'm beginning to wonder whether fingering is actually most knitters' favorite, because I would have said the same thing. Fingering.
Okay,
yeah.
And it's for socks, and I don't knit socks. You all know that.
That is surprising to me. Susan, we've got to get you to knit some socks.
Because I knit the cuffs.
Yeah. I know.
Out of your sock pattern.
I know, you're such a sweetheart. Okay, and let me ask you this. Do you prefer to knit for yourself or someone else?
Well, for a long time I knit, charity knitting, yes, anything.
Yeah.
I've had to kind of slow down on prayer shawls and things because the older I get, the more I feel like I'm nearing that point where I might want one or need one. Although I do have one. I got one the last time I was in the hospital. Yeah. But I get too invested in it, and it just sucks my good feelings out of me because I put them all into the shawls.
Yeah.
So, and I did knit for my family. They don't seem interested. My daughter said, you don't have to bother knitting for us, Mom. We like polar fleece better.
Oh. I don't like that answer.
I have too many shawls to count, and I wish I would have kept track of all the ones that I gave away, because sometimes if someone has, I don't know, a death in the family or something else, and I find out about it later, then I'll package up a shawl and I'll take it to church or to wherever I'm going that day.
You're a good person.
Just give them a shawl out of my stash.
That's really nice. That's a nice thing to do.
So many ladies in church wear my shawls.
Oh, is that nice?
And I did say that when I pass away, and I gave 2 ladies from church orders, you are to gather every lady from this parish that I gave a shawl to wear to my funeral mass.
Wow. All right, that would look festive.
I thought it would be nice.
Yeah, it's a nice send off. I like that idea.
I don't have many death wishes or you know, how I want things to go, but I thought that would be pretty nice.
I better start knitting shawls instead of socks. I could have everybody wear socks to my funeral.
Yes, you could. See?
Yeah, that nobody'd see them though. I don't know. I got to work on that one.
It's just a thought that came to my head because otherwise I would have too many.
Yeah.
We have a drive for the, I don't want to call them homeless. I'll call them less fortunate at Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And I think I did like 10 scarves and 3 or 4 shawls that I knit for that and donated to the church.
Now, I didn't mention that you are known as the Pink Shawl Girl on Ravelry and maybe some other places, Instagram, other social media sites.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite color?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's pretty good. Oh, I dropped my notes. Hang on.
I love pink. I don't know why. I love pink.
I think it's a joyous color.
I've loved it for years. I have a very pale skin tone, and I always felt that pink brought out the rosiness in me.
Wow.
I don't know. 90% of my yarn is pink.
Oh,
or
wow.
Purple lavender, or maybe blue. I don't have any red. Last week was St. Patrick's Day. I have one green scarf that I wear for 1 week. I have nothing green. I have to pull out a gray shirt to wear with a green scarf for St. Patty's.
You got it. That's what counts.
I've got it.
Yeah, that's right. Super.
Yep.
Let me ask you, what are your favorite needles? Do you use interchangeable needles? What's your jam, as they say these days?
My jam is circular. I have interchangeables. I also bought the little pink tool.
You and many others.
Dawn.
Okay.
Famous frivolous Dawn. But she didn't even own any interchangeable. At least I have some.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing.
People had trouble with them breaking off, and I always have so many stitches on my needle that I prefer fixed circulars.
All right. Well, then I bet you have a lot of needles.
I do.
Collection.
I do. And I try to always keep the package that the needle came in with the project.
Oh.
So when the needle comes off, I will know if it's an Addie or if it's, because I have some Chow Goos. I like Chow Goos. Trying to think, there's another one it's red. They have circulars too.
I thought it was Chow Goo that had the red cord. No?
Is it Chow Goo? Then what's? Oh,
there's so many.
Yes, but I like it if it could have a flexible enough cable.
Oh yes, yeah.
That I'm not fighting with that.
Right.
When doing a shawl, once you get a certain number of stitches on, you don't have to worry about it because they're always there.
Yeah.
And they hold the cord out of your way.
And one last question, which might be difficult. What is your favorite podcast?
Oh, well, I've been a 3-ply girl for a really long time.
We appreciate it.
And I also like the Frivolous and the Frugal Sisters.
Such nice ladies. Yes,
but,
absolutely. Good answer.
This is how I got connected to you when you were talking about the shawl that you're wearing. And Angie had knit a shawl for someone at work. And she said, I don't remember what yarn it was, but it was the one with the sheep cut out. And that was the label that I used to design for.
Oh.
So I wrote to you and said, hey, girls, I know what yarn that is. And then you said something about you thought that the designer of the Sweet Little Nothing had moved to Europe.
Yeah, I don't know how I understood. Well, somehow I came to that. It wasn't just pulling it out of the air, but you know,
right. Somehow you thought about it.
And I have to say, I'm grateful for the Frivolous and Frugal Sisters, because with their virtual knit night, that's how we met. Like, well, we haven't met in person,
really,
but
yes, exactly.
in person these days.
Right.
So it was
but I did communicate with you, and I've knit with your knit alongs. I believe it's called Moho.
Yes.
It's a Moho shawl.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Susan, and thank you for coming on the show today. We'll have your pattern out there on Ravelry, and we'll see if anyone is interested in pursuing purchase of it. So thank you so much for designing such a lovely pattern.
Thank
All
you,
the best
Irene.
to you. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Are we ready to take a break? Because we're going to move on to No Bare Feet.
Okay.
That's all, folks, for right now. We will be back.
Okay. So we are moving on to
No bare feet.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Let's see the nails.
Whoa, so pretty.
Thank you. But then I can put this in a ponytail.
That looks
that's
good.
fine.
You should wear it that way sometime for the podcast.
I wore it to work that way, and I had like a black leather jacket on, and I said, it's Cindy Yoo who meets Naughty Sandy from Greece.
I liked your Instagram post with you've been vaccinated with
yeah, isn't that the cutest?
That was cute. Yeah.